Radio, voice of the voiceless.
This is the world news on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Good afternoon. I am Modupe Akinyosoye. Here are the top stories. Federal government denies the reintroduction of fuel subsidy. Ogun Assembly screens 3 commissioner nominees. In business, Minister of Solid Minerals says Nigeria will diversify from oil for survival. On the foreign scene, voters head to polls in Liberia. In sport, NFF names Super Falcons squad for 2024 Olympics qualifiers. Details of this and more coming up shortly. Welcome back. Now the news and details. Federal government has claims it has reintroduced fuel subsidy. Some Nigerians, including the president of the Trade Union Congress, TUC, had claimed that the government had reintroduced fuel subsidy. But reacting to the claim on Monday, Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, Mede Kyari, said there is no subsidy whatsoever. Kyari said the national oil company was recovering its full cost from imported products. President Bola Tinubu has approved the appointment of 5 persons into the Presidential Media Advisory Team. The special advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Ajirin Gelali, disclosed this in a statement on Monday. The President asked the new appointees to uphold the highest standard of decorum and decency in their engagement with all members of the public as they advance the President's determined bid to renew the hope of Nigerians. The appointees include Mr. Fela Durotoye, Mr. Frederick Nwabufo, Mrs. Linda Nwabuwa Akibe, Mr. Aliyu Audu, and Mr. Francis Ada Aba. The former military ruler, General Yakubu Gowon, has refuted reports claiming he is dead. Reports on social media on Monday claimed the 89-year-old former Nigerian leader had passed away. Reacting to the report in a statement, the personal aide to the former military head of state, Adeyeye Ajayi, said General Gowon is alive. He quoted Gowon as saying that he is still around and well and not in a hurry. The Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, has said Nigerians would have their passport delivered to their homes, offices, and other locations of their choice from February 2024. Speaking on Monday at the opening ceremony of the International Week of the University of Lagos, the minister said that by January next year, Nigerians would be able to complete the application process online. Tunji-Ojo revealed that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had given the directive for the harmonization on the various identity numbers in the country. The Ogun State House of Assembly has screened 3 additional commissioner nominees sent to it by Governor Dapo Abiodun. Speaker of the Assembly, Olakule Oluomo, who presided over the screening on Monday, enjoined the screen nominees to remain committed to quality service and avoid anything that could impede the progress and development of the state. The lawmakers, in their various contributions, urged them to look inward and design plans and programs that would have a positive impact on the people of the state. The 3 commissioner nominees screened were immediate past Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development, Mr. Olatunji Odunlami, former Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Ogun Internally Generated Revenue, Mr. Wasiu Isiaka. Also screened was the immediate past Commissioner in the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, Mrs. Fumi Afuakpe. You are listening to the World News on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Still to come, business, foreign and sport news. Please stay with us. Welcome back to the rest of the news. In business and economy news, the Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dele Alake, said the federal government diversification from hydrocarbon to making the mineral sector a major contributor to Nigeria's gross domestic product is a contribution to climate change. Alake spoke on Monday while receiving the delegation of the Miners Association of Nigeria, led by their national president, Dele Anyoleke. The minister said Nigeria has been operating a monocultural economy for long, adding that a shift to solid minerals is overdue. Alake said the ministry is committed to making the required policies to ensure that its regulatory framework is more conducive for local and foreign investors. The Group Managing Director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NNPCL Limited, Mele Kyari, on Monday projected that Nigeria will become a net exporter of petroleum products by next year. Speaking at the Pegasus Energy and Labour Summit 2023 in Abuja, Kyari said, as a resource-dependent country, Nigeria should not be exporting 100% of its crude as it does at present. The NNPC boss, however, made it clear that refining crude oil in the country would not necessarily bring down the local price of petrol, which he said was controlled by the international race. On the foreign scene, Liberians are set to vote in a fiercely contested presidential election, with former football star George Weah making a bid for a second term. His main challenger is former Deputy President Joseph Boakai. About 2.4 million people have registered to vote, with polls due to open at 8 a.m. A total of 19 candidates, including 2 women, are running against Weah, who took over from Africa's first elected female president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, after she stepped down at the end of her 2 terms in 2018. Voters will also cast ballots for parliamentary representatives in Tuesday's election. In the world of sport, the Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, has named 22 players for the second round of qualifiers for the women's football event of the 2024 Olympics. According to the list released by the Federation, goalkeeper Chiamaka Nnadozie, strikers Asisat Oshoala and Rashida Sajibade would lead the squad that will play the double-legged clash against Ethiopia. Michel Alozie, Christy Ushibe and Tony Payne are also listed in the squad alongside 4 home-based players, Okoyemi Ajakaye, Mole Oyono, Jumoke Alani and Comfort Folorunsho. Notable absences from the squad are 40-year-old Onomebi Ashley Plumtree and Francisca Odega. Ethiopia will host the first leg of the encounter in Addis Ababa on October 25, while the second leg will take place in Nigeria 6 days later. To end the world news, a quick recap of the major stories. We reported that federal government denied reintroduction of petrol subsidy. Ogun Assembly screened 3 additional commissioner nominees. In business, we told you that Minister of Solid Minerals said Nigeria would diversify from oil for survival. On the foreign scene, former football star George Weah faced stiff opposition to retain seat as voters head to polls in Liberia. And in sports, we also reported that Nigeria Football Federation named Super Falcon squad for 2024 Olympic qualifiers. The World News was edited and produced by Abida Tawhid. For more news and updates, you can follow us on our social media platform on Facebook, www.facebook.com/Al-IyamoyeTv radio, on the X platform, formerly Twitter, at Al-IyamoyeTV, and on Instagram at Al-IyamoyeTV. You can also stream live by logging on to our website, www.Al-IyamoyeTVradio.com. Thank you so much for listening. I am Modupe Akinyosoye. Good afternoon.